Hi, this is Elida Reyna, and this is Un Consejo De Gira. A question that I get asked a lot is, how did you make it? How did you get to this point? And if you would ask me that 20 years ago, I would have told you, I don't think I'm ever going to get there. But I think it's taken a lot of sacrifice and a lot of course, determination. And you really have to have the magic word, which is ganas. You can't expect it to happen overnight. Nothing happens overnight. The world was not made overnight. So with that said, I mean, you need to have a lot of patience. And especially as a female, you know, as we get older, you know, we want the career, we want the children, we want the kids, we want it all. And with everything, there's a sacrifice. I've been divorced. It, you know, cost me my marriage. But you know what? I was just so determined to continue and to make it in this industry, because this is all I ever dreamed about since I was a kid, since I was a little girl. And I think that another important thing is you need to not be a diva. You need to be a team player. And I've always been used to having a group around me, a band that's always supported me. I think that in anything, you really need that support group. It's really hard to do anything on your own if you think that you're Miss Bionic, you know, whoever, male or female human being. It doesn't exist. I feel like I've bettered myself because of a lot of errors I've made in my life and my career. And I appreciate where I'm at now because of it. I think that if I had gotten to the top faster, my way down would have been just as fast. And so I've been able to maintain, you know, in the beginning, a lot of people didn't have a lot of aspirations for me. They were like, oh, she's a girl, she's not gonna last, she's gonna meet a guy and she's gonna get married and that's it, you know, poof, or whatever, right? But I think that I've always been so driven to the point that yes, I mean, like I said, I wanted to find my true love. I wanted to, but still be in the music. And I think that you can have all of those things, but you have to be smart about your decisions. And, you know, you have to always maintain that respect. And I tell a lot of young artists, they're like, God, well, there aren't any record label, like, you know, there aren't any avenues in the Hano industry, but you have so many opportunities on the internet now. You know, back then we didn't have YouTube. So, you know, as a kid, my outlet was, I'd go to quinceañera and I would learn songs that everybody knew, you know, like what do they say, like common everyday, like Amores, I'm sorry, not Amores, that's one of my songs, you know, like Rocío Dúrcal songs or Amor Eterno. I mean, songs that a lot of these groups were gonna already know. Solamente una vez, you know. And I would memorize my keys, right? So then I would say, well, just do, you know, this song in C or E or whatever, right? So, and that's because I'm a musician, but I'm more of a drummer than, I don't play guitar, I don't play keyboard or anything like that. So I'm self-taught. You know, I would lock myself up in my room and I would sing to like Gloria Gaynor, to Linda Ronstadt, from that to Steve Perry from Journey. I mean, that's what was in at that time. Those were my outlets, you know, but I also was very influenced with Pedro Infante, you know, Alfredo Jimenez and all these artists because of my grandparents. So they were always listening to them. They were always watching the películas, you know, those Mexican movies. And also, that also inspired me. Novelas, you know. It helped me to pick up the Spanish language. As a kid, my mom says I used to speak more Spanish than English. Of course, I don't remember. I was 3-4 years old. But, you know, all those things have helped me. And it's important. It's important to be, I guess, fluent in both languages. It's important. And I knew it was going to be important to me. So my dad, after graduating from high school, he says, you know, if you want to pursue the music, well, you're going to have to go to college. That's a must. I graduated from high school and I went to college for 2 years. And, you know, I studied, I was going to become a teacher. If the music didn't work out for me, I was going to become an elementary teacher and have a minor in Spanish, because I figured that could also help me, right, with my songwriting, because I was already writing songs. And soon after, I saw this article about Lionel Richie where he had apparently asked his parents, hey, you know, I want to quit school. He had apparently had the same situation that I had, and that was that he wanted to stop school, going to school, to pursue the music career. And that's when I guess he got offered a gig with the Commodores, and he told his parents, I can always go back to college, but I may never get this opportunity. Well, I used that on my parents, and before you knew it, it worked. And my dad says, okay, well, if you think you can do this, then let's do it. You know, we'll support you, but you're really going to have to give it your all, because, you know, chances are, you know, there's a lot of females that want the same spot that you do. So you're going to have to work your butt off for it. And I said, I know, but that's how bad I want it. And I did. I worked myself. I did. I worked very hard in it. And, you know, there were, like I said, a lot of obstacles along the way. There were times I wanted to quit. Times I didn't think I was good enough. I was harder on myself. You know, people would always say, God, you're a good singer. No, I'm not. You know, I still need a lot of work. And I probably did. And even now, today, I still critique myself. I think that that's something that, you know, you'll never get past.
Hello, we are Latino. Stay tuned and be on the lookout for our episode here on atdlatino.tk.